Oh, it is starting. All right. Chat, you're going away for now. We're going full screen. I don't want to see that negativity right now. Oh, it's what? Peach Beach, the noir track. This track, which... Oh, man. I'm excited for this game all over again.
Start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game. Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you?
That's me. That's me, the Yoshi.
You'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities,
Cow.
a desert,
Whoa.
the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this.
I wonder what new stuff they're going to show us today. I know they hid a lot of stuff from us earlier.
Courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them.
Oh, nice, nice. Free roam.
There's a lot in store, and we're
Dino Jungle.
let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
Yes, tell me.
Go.
Please tell me Sky High Sunday was a joke and it's not actually in this game.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
DK Pass.
Let's take a look at some of the new courses.
Shy Guy Bazaar, maybe. It's weird because they're driving to the tracks, right? And I don't always recognize it.
Mario Brothers Circuit.
Okay, I'm worried.
Cruise the curves around the
Because this direct is 15 minutes. What are they even showing us? I feel like this is a waste of time right now.
city.
Alright, Crown City. Yeah, we've already seen this. Come on.
Soar in style down Main Street.
Soaring in style. Yoshi with the hat.
Rapid waterways of
Salty Speedway.
make a splash around the city's canal.
This is perfect for Mario Kart competitive players.
Stay cool in the snowy
Starview
trails.
Peak. I think this one looks so beautiful. I love this one.
Slip off while soaking up the scenery.
Penguin falling off.
Have a spin
That is such a good reference to Super Mario 64.
cinema. It's
I love Boo Cinema. This is such a great art style.
And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory.
Yes! What we all wanted for so many years. Peach Beach. Not Peach Resorts, I guess.
Wario Shipyard.
Wario Shipyard.
Nostalgic
And more.
courses from
Okay.
Past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night.
Just the gimmick we wanted.
Race as familiar characters like Mario,
Okay, are they showing us anything new?
Peach, Bowser,
So far, I feel like I have not learned anything new from this direct. Yoshi, yes!
new drivers like
Yeah, first one featured Goomba.
Spike.
Spike. Yeah, we already knew this.
That's right, Cow.
Cow! Not even Moo Moo.
Racers are waiting and ready to roll.
Oh,
Select your character.
show us more. Wow, Daisy's outfit looks amazing. The mock rocket instead of the mock bike.
Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
Yes. More guides I can make.
There are two main styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour. In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history.
What is the purpose of this direct right now?
Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills.
Yeah,
Attacks from Hammer Brothers.
we've seen all of this.
Along the way. Try to steer clear.
Nintendo, it's been like 5 minutes.
And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup. Star
This music is pretty cool though, this remix.
Races are held all around the game's world.
I think this is Royal Raceway, the
Different
music.
courses in each cup, and aim for the top spot.
But we've learned that just because there's music in a game doesn't mean that track is in the
Start
game.
off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit.
Yes, finally get to see the shortcut.
While
Okay,
the
that's
second race
pretty
will take you
standard.
From Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
Bro, this is just Knockout Tour. We've seen this. We've seen all of this.
Course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel.
There's only 10 more minutes. Show me something new.
Conquer all Grand Prix cups drops, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Oh, Rainbow Road will appear in the sky? Okay, we were wondering where Rainbow Road was.
Knockout
I guess that's our teaser. A certain course appears in the sky.
and more.
I'm excited for Knockout Tour.
Take you from one end of the world to the other.
The gameplay is a lot of straight lines, but like I'm willing to give it a chance.
If you wanna
It looks
stay
like it's something very new that we never really see before, so I'm happy to see what that's like.
checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running. Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to
That bullet
survive
bill
in
is so
no
slow.
time. So keep your eyes on
Bagging
the
is
prize.
nerfed.
Aim for first place.
The comment section will be so happy until they realize they can never make a comeback, and then they're like, wait a minute. I kind of liked the items in the old game. Oh yes, items, let's go. Are we gonna see anything new?
Drastically change the outcome of a race.
I love the new item boxes, by the way.
New items that'll help
The way
you
they're like purple.
Coin shell.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first.
Yeah, I literally...
Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them straight.
Monty Mole.
Aim the hammer in an arc and nailed it.
Nintendo, I already made a video on this last week.
And can be used to block off rivals. Mega mushroom.
Mega Mushroom!
Mushroom, go big so your rivals will go home. Feather. Use the feather to jump
Oh.
and avoid attacks.
I'm too excited to be too much of a hater right now. Oh, you can dodge red shells with it!
Discover some unexpected routes.
Wait, really? We saw attempts at that, and it didn't really work.
With comics magic, your rivals will transform. What other
Transform
mysterious
rivals into
magic
charging truck?
you'll have to see for yourself.
Oh, there's a Goomba flying through the air.
You are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it.
Oh yeah, lightning. Everyone grows right away. I'm glad that got nerfed
And
too.
if you're new to the Mario Kart series,
The
there are
dancing.
added support features to help you along the way.
Okay, smart steering, auto excel.
Smart steering, which helps you stay on the course. Tilt controls, where you can hold a Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
Oh, I feel like I'm really dodging these cows. Just like in real life. Okay, it's halfway through now. It's halfway. Show me something new.
A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look! It's a drive-through. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food.
What else did I expect from Nintendo?
You can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
All right.
Eat some sushi.
What? Triple food? Okay, we haven't seen that before. Oh, all Japanese.
These outfits can be
That's
selected
amazing.
from a character selection screen. Who knows what
Wait,
dishes or outfits you'll find?
The vehicles were different too. Hang on. I love that.
That was a nice detour.
Oh, that was a really good outfit. Oh, this outfit's even better. The Luigi one's all right. New tricks. Yes, yes, new gameplay.
That'll help you ace each race.
Are they gonna name ground tricks? Charge jump. That's what it's called now.
By holding the drift button while driving straight ahead, charge and release to jump.
Okay, we can finally ditch the name ground tricks.
Obstacles.
You guys win. It's charge jump.
Power lines.
I don't know. We don't always use Nintendo official terminology though. Oh, that's nice. Dodging items.
And if you jump toward a wall, you can ride for a short period of time.
This character, I forgot the name. Yes! Whoa, the tricks, the bitty buggy.
And you may even reach places like this.
Oh, nice try, nice try.
Whenever this happens, be kind and
Yes!
rewind.
I think that's in free roam
To
mode.
its original position.
We haven't seen it, but we have heard about it, and that's gonna be so awesome for practice.
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
Exactly, I'm so happy about this. One of my favorite changes as a competitive player.
Will still move normally when you rewind.
Wait,
So
what?
Don't lose your lead.
That's so funny. What?
Want to take a spin in even more races? In time trials, it's you against the clock.
Time trials. Oh, you had us worried, Nintendo.
Other competitors.
Thank goodness this is back. Okay, it's still 3 mushrooms. You can...
Download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world.
Oh, I thought it was going to be online time trials. That would have been so cool. It's just the same old downloading ghosts, which I'm happy about, of course.
The rules of the road in versus race. You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course, or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
Perfect. Yeah, I feel like...
Even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. You can choose which track to go to, like, in order.
3, or even 4 teams. Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
Hey. Okay, yeah, I feel like at first we're going to want to play a lot of the in-between sections, but later on, playing each track one by one will probably be the way to go. Balloon battle? Get him! Yeah!
And coin runners.
Oh, I love the got 'em message. The coins.
Race or battle, enjoy
Get 'em!
whatever drives you.
Never been so excited for battle mode. Whoa! I wonder, like, we saw a glimpse of boss battles. Oh, I hope they'll talk about it here in free roam.
You can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem.
Ah, he's just going through the off-road. So many tricks in this game. Where's the sea monster?
Drive the desert.
Where's the desert monster?
Or
Where's the grass monster?
here.
Woo!
You can
Penguin
go
falling off
wherever
again!
you
This is
want.
definitely a
Even
reference.
the world.
Come on, Nintendo, show us something new.
There's a P-switch over there.
Oh, yes, yes. Little missions!
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Missions! They said it! They said it! They said the word.
By completing them,
Yes!
you can
Mission
unlock
mode!
the ability
In
outside
free roam
races.
mode! That'll be so fun.
There
Especially
are
for
also
beginners.
hidden coins.
I love that mode on DS. Speedrunning it is fun too.
And more.
Oh, a question panel?
Scenic route and explore.
Huh, I wonder if that just gives you coins and you can buy stuff with it.
Also, during
Oh, I
free
love
roam,
this.
You can take photos whenever you like.
Oh, change pose.
Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate and nice.
Decorate too. Amazing. I'm so happy about that. I'm so ready to make thumbnails with this. It's gonna be so much better than before. Okay, we have 2 minutes left.
One person has Mario Kart World. Up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
Please tell me it's 60 frames per second, not 30,
The game
like Mario
also
Kart 8
supports
Deluxe.
Local wireless play.
Dolphin.
Up to 8 players.
Wait, that
up to
menu
2 players on each system
Looked
can race
suspiciously
together
like
as well.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race
Okay.
or battle in online play.
Battle mode on Dino Dino Jungle. That's so crazy. Who would have thought we'd see that? Okay, play with friends online, of course.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
So happy about this. I'm so done with seeing that globe on the lobby.
Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was so curious how free roam online is going to work. Like, how many different people can you see?
Custom rules. Or just go for a ride together.
That's what I'll be
Make this
doing.
Road trip your own. You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
Amazing. 8 people in a photo at once. Game chat. Okay, they're really promoting game chat.
With Game Chat, Enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
No thanks. I'll be using Discord. Oh, this thing.
Are you kidding me? Or take a back seat and watch each of those game screens.
What? This is GTA 6.
Have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera?
$50, 50 USD.
Friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by?
I'm curious what chat is saying right here.
You'll be able to tell in an instant.
Oh, this is gonna still drop the price. Bring the Mii's back. Yeah, where's the Mii's?
Together in person on the same system. A single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
Oh, this is so funny.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Okay, let's go back to full screen. Okay, skis on a non-snowy track. Coin block in the air. Daisy driving a boat. Toad with the helmet. I knew it was a hat too. He's not a real mushroom. Snowman! Oh yes! I'm so excited for a lot of these new tracks.
Around the world is just
The Sand Monster.
Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
That's it. You know, like, I'm really excited for this game, but they really didn't show us much. They did show us new things for sure, but that was not much. Oh, thanks, Nintendo. Was expecting more than this nothing burger. Literally a burger. Oh, drop the price, drop the price. All right. All right. Goodbye, chat. As always, I've watched this now in slow-mo, and let's see some of the new things that we spot. Okay, right away. This is pretty funny. Well, so first of all, look, Peach is in a boo, but you can still see her. I think that's the way it's actually going to work in the game. And then, look at Cheep Cheep over here. Just knocking down the track. What are you doing? So we've seen that with different parts of other tracks before where they can get knocked over. And I guess that's going to be a thing on a lot of tracks where you can knock over the track elements. And so far we haven't seen too much about like, what does that actually do besides look funny? Like, can you crash into it and actually have that affect your race? Because it seems like it doesn't really matter when that happens and the obstacle despawns very, very quickly. There's a trick animation here of Luigi with finger guns. Luigi with a gun. That is not a reference to anything. Now, one thing I love is like every shot of all of these tracks just looks so beautiful from a distance. Like there is just so much put into every single track. This is not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC Toad Circuit anymore. Like this is actually a real world that they actually made. It's open world Mario Kart. Like it's really hitting me now that this is a real thing. And maybe Donkey Kong's the new meta? Step aside, Yoshi. Now, I'm so excited to go to free roam to do this in particular. Do a cow next to the cows. But look at this. Okay, so these huge monsters. I'm surprised we didn't see a sea monster here because actually in one of the Nintendo live streams, that is what we saw. But then the person like, I don't know, the Nintendo person, like they saw a little laser on their forehead and they were like, oh, I gotta turn around, I can't show you guys this, sorry. So I thought we were gonna see more about that in the direct, and I think that's like, if you look back at Mario Kart DS mission modes, they did have boss battles, and so I'm so curious if we are going to get boss battles in this game. Because we already know there's going to be missions in free roam mode. And yeah, so boss battles are going to be really cool. I'm excited to boss battle with one of the giant dinosaurs on Dino Jungle. Yeah, this is actually scary. Like, this was not on the original version of the track. I love that. Now, another thing I'm really glad we're seeing more of is the different sections of the track. Like, look, you can go up the rail right here. And then you can take a top path right there. And here, as we're going over Crown City, we're going to see like, okay, these lampposts, we've seen clips of people tricking on lampposts where it's just a ridiculous amount of tricks. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of these, especially with using a feather, you'll be able to get up there. Like, look, Donkey Kong's almost right there. And then we have these grind rails on the side for coins. Bowser is all the way over there. There are just so many alternate paths, and this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, and then we have a lot of alternate paths here as well, but we're going to see, like, in the clip right after this one, we're going to see... Yeah, by the way, just keep looking on the side. You're going to see tons of alternate paths. Now we're seeing a lot more drifting in the water. I hope water physics don't feel bad, because that's a very common thing in Mario Kart. That, like, we just want nothing to do with water, but we see drifting on it. I hope it plays mostly the same as non-water. Now, the intro to Boo Cinema is really, really cool because here, this section, I don't think this is Boo Cinema. I think that is Boo Cinema. These like boardwalk things, this is Ghost Valley. So Ghost Valley is like a series of previous tracks. It's like Mario Circuit or Donut Plains where there's a whole bunch of different ones. And the way that Ghost Valley works here is that there's like Ghost Valley 1, 2, and 3 just placed around here. And I don't think these are actual tracks in the game. I think this is just during free roam or knockout tour or like going between the tracks in the Grand Prix. Like, this is just how you approach Boo Cinema. That is such a good way to repurpose old tracks because there's actually a lot of this throughout the game. And so not every one of these tracks got to make it into the game. And honestly, like, I'm not too excited about Ghost Valley tracks making it into the game. They were never that interesting and exciting. So yeah, like the way we got 3 different Mario circuits combined into one, and then 3 different Ghost Valleys combined into one, but it's not even a real track. That's so interesting. And I don't think about it like we're losing out on a track. I feel like we're just getting more love for a track that maybe is not something that they thought they could repurpose very well for this game. This Bowser's Castle track is what I'm so excited for. It looks amazing. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the ones I'm most looking forward to. And then Toad's Factory, of course. Look at this brown block right here. And it gets crushed, and then it gets turned into an item box. And then Peach Beach, this is totally different. This is just inspired by Peach Beach, but it doesn't look anything like the old Peach Beach. Wario Shipyard, I love this. And they said we can play this during the day too. I'm pretty sure we saw a clip of that in one of the other trailers. Now this is SNES Mario Circuit, but they've combined 1, 2, and 3 instead of just being one of the SNES Mario Circuits. So I'm really glad they changed up a lot of the tracks. And now here we get a glimpse of all of the tracks at once. Now it's hard to tell just from the icons, but we're gonna put on screen here what all of these tracks are. And right here we can see 29 confirmed tracks on this map. But that's not divisible by 4, so it's not going to fit into the cups. So most likely, this game is going to start out with 32 tracks, which I believe is pretty standard. Like Mario Kart 8 also started with 32, and yeah, it got to 96, which is triple the track count. But that came with like 8 waves of DLC starting all the way back in like 2016 or something. So yeah, I'm not worried about the track count. I think Open World and Knockout Tour are really going to make up for it because that pretty much adds a lot more tracks, practically speaking. But yeah, out of these tracks, I'm particularly excited for Great Question Mark Ruins, Bowser's Castle, Peach Stadium. DK Spaceport always looked really cool to me, but I don't think the gameplay looks that interesting. You know, I'm sure this will be one of the more fun tracks for beginners because the layout is easy to get and you get to do a lot of things, but I don't know. I just hope the gameplay is actually interesting here. Now, Sky High Sundae is what I ranked very low in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for a good reason, and I'm glad that we're seeing a little bit more tech on this track. And I wonder if being on the walls here is going to add risk because it does look faster to go on the wall instead of going on the road. But of course, you'll be close to a lot of people who may have trail items. And if you get hit, maybe you just fall off and, you know, you lose coins for getting hit and falling off and you waste time falling off. So that'll be a huge risk that you have to manage in real races. And that's something that I really love when there's lots of alternate paths with different levels of risk and different resources on them, like items and coins. And that makes races so much more dynamic quick than just driving in the most optimal line every single time. This way, every race can actually feel different, and so I'm really willing to give Sky High Sunday a chance in this game. They also redesigned the layout a decent amount, so maybe that'll be fun. I'm also excited for some of the returning tracks like Toad's Factory, Airship Fortress, and they actually changed Toad's Factory a lot. Like, it doesn't look that much like Toad's Factory. In fact, we've seen footage of Choco Mountain, and Choco Mountain looks more like Toad's Factory to me than Toad's Factory does. But yeah, Choco Mountain was also such a mid track for me before, and I think it looks so much better in the redesigned version. Like, it's hardly recognizable, and I'm really happy with that because the base Choco Mountain, like not the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Choco Mountain, even the original Choco Mountain, I think it was so interesting at the time, but I don't think it's that interesting anymore compared to a lot of the modern tracks, and I'm so happy it's getting a change. Now, what is Moo Moo Meadows doing in this game? But I'm glad, like, SNES Mario Circuit is getting a huge remix to it. Bowser's Castle looks really cool. Boo Cinema is definitely one of the tracks that I'm looking most forward to that's new in this game because it just looks so cool. And of course, Dino Jungle, one of my childhood favorites, which now comes with even more dinosaurs, exactly what child me would have wanted. Now, the new characters section was pretty useless. They just showed us like a lot of the characters we've already seen. This is more like a trailer for casual Nintendo fans and like parents and stuff, which is totally fine. Like they can do whatever they want with this trailer. But I was just hoping we'd learn a few more new things, you know? Okay, now looking at the combos. So we have character and vehicle. That's it. You can't change the tires. There's no glider because each vehicle changes into a plane pretty much. And yeah, some of these look really cool. So this is pretty much the mock bike from Mario Kart Wii or sport bike from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This looks very similar to the Cat Cruiser, but not exactly. I like the blooper vehicle. The monster tires, great stuff. This pipe vehicle is great. And we haven't seen inward drift or inside drift in this game. I've even seen gameplay of the what do they call it in this game? The mock something. We've seen gameplay of that, and it didn't look like it was inward drift. What is this called? Mock rocket. They're showing Daisy on the mock bike. That is Mario Kart Wii vibes. Nintendo actually acknowledging that Mario Kart Wii was a game they made one time. And by the way, this cannot be the final character select screen because, like, look at that. We go from the regular characters and you keep going to the right, and then you see the costumed characters. Like, what? Why wouldn't you just click on a character and see all their costumes? This has to be like a demo thing. I really hope this is not the way the final game works. You just keep going to the right and keep seeing new costumes. What if I just want to see all the costumes for my favorite character all at once? But yeah, some of these costumes look really good. I'm so happy they did this in this game. So we have speed, acceleration, weight, handling. Traction is gone. Maybe it's still a real stat because otherwise why are there the vehicles with skis? And the mini turbo stat that Nintendo is not showing us, but that based on my analysis in a previous video, I'm pretty sure there's a mini turbo stat. Nintendo, please make an update to show us that stat because I just know it's going to be important. If this is still the demo, I'm sure you can add it. Okay, we're not exactly seeing anything new here, but I thought this clip was so funny. Look at the Piranha Plant Racing. That is a playable character. Now look at the way Toad drifts. We're gonna play this in slow-mo first. Look at that. The gameplay is nuts in this game. Let's see it at full speed. Like, what is that? Why does that drift look like that? And then, oh, I love that. Then the kaboom on the blue shell. Oh, wow. This game is so different. I love the art style, though. I gotta say, it's really growing on me. It was a bit weird at first, but I like the way that they're going away from realism, and the cartoonish style, like the lighting in a lot of places, definitely looks better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I can't say the graphics always looks better in terms of like detail, but I mean, I do think this looks good in its own way. Okay, now here's some new tech that I'm really hoping we see, because right here, we can see this Luigi takes a shortcut in the worst way possible, drifts in, mushrooms, and then just stops drifting. Like, come on, now you don't get a mini turbo at the end. So something I'm excited for with tech in this game is I wonder how mini turbos charge. We don't really know exactly how that's going to work, but right here, when you drift in, I'm thinking you probably just get a blue mini turbo. But I hope the wall bonk physics work just like 8 Deluxe, where if you hit the wall here, that's going to help you charge up an orange mini turbo. Because on the first track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that's exactly what you can do on Mario Kart Stadium. And I just think like having walls be less punishing by just bouncing you off like that really helps with not just being forgiving, but also introducing new techniques into the game. And that's something that it was such a welcome change, and I really hope they keep that in Mario Kart World. Now, I have said before that Knockout Tour can look a bit boring with all the straight lines, but like I've never been too worried about that. I'm totally okay with that. And some of these tracks actually look really fun. Like this one's not too much on the straight lines. But then like, yeah, the next one, like this one, yeah, a lot of straight lines and a lot of tricking. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a very different level of fun on a lot of these tracks. I hope they're all fun. But yeah, some of these look way more fun than others. And the way that Bullet Bill slows down is crazy. I'm so glad for some of the comeback items to be nerfed. Now, instead of us speculating, they did actually show us the uses of some of the new items. The coin shell, like, it actually hits racers on the track, I'm pretty sure, and that's really nice. And it's nice that, like, you know, you're going to be mainly the one getting it, but a lot of the times your opponents can get it too. And that's an interesting item. It's like the blue shell again, where it doesn't benefit you that much. I guess I said it's nice, but I don't really like that. I like items that really benefit you. Now, the ice flower is cool, because look at the amount of time you spin out. So if you look at Monty Mole here, you mostly spin out forward, and I think you retain some control over your vehicle. And just in general, spinning out looks like it's way less damaging than in other games, which is great, because as the attacker, I just want to pass the person I use the attack on. And as the defender, I want to be able to get revenge after I get hit. So I'm glad you don't spin out too much. Also, this hammer item looks really broken, but I'm pretty sure, like, in competitive play where people look backwards, it's not going to be that good. And we've seen a lot of gameplay footage, but I haven't seen this one yet. When you run into a Mega Mushroom from the side, I guess, or maybe from the back, like, it doesn't flatten you. In Mario Kart Wii, if you just touch someone in a Mega Mushroom, you get flattened. And we've seen when you run into a car, you could either bump off of it, or you can spin out, depending on how you hit the car. So it's probably something similar with Mega Mushrooms. And I'm glad that the hit detection is a little bit more forgiving in this game. Because the worst feeling is when you feel like you should not have gotten hit, but you still get punished fully for it. Okay, now this is wild. Dodging the red shell with a feather and then getting multiple tricks off of it. Yeah, the feather is going to be a really cool item. I'm so curious, like, what are all the items you can dodge with it? Oh, and you could feather onto... I didn't even notice that during the trailer that they feathered onto this section. Wow. So this is a feather-only shortcut, I guess. Nice. And then you're on a grind rail. I hope grind rails are fun. They look a little simple, but obviously I haven't been the one holding the controller for it, and maybe it's... Hang on. That's B Wario. I'm so excited for Mario Kart World. Kamek is going to transform 24 cows into 24 charger chucks. This is exactly what we needed. Now, this is very interesting. I was seeing this all over the place, but because I'm not familiar with the new vehicles, I wasn't 100% sure. Look at this vehicle. So this, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe terms, looks like the standard ATV plus monster tires, right? But we actually saw this exact vehicle from earlier. I'm pretty sure it's the same one, and that one looks totally different. And I've actually just seen this a lot throughout. I can't really name exact ones because I'm not too familiar, but we've seen different variations of the vehicles, like different vehicle skins, just like we've seen with different characters. And I don't know how that works. Like, is it something you can unlock as well? Because that's really cool. With the lack of customization now, I'm glad there's going to be so many variations of the vehicles. And now, like, that is way better in my opinion. I don't really want to have a bunch of mismatched tires and vehicles and gliders that, like, no matter how I put it together, it never looks quite right. I'm glad we have now just different skins of existing good looking vehicles. You know, one thing that's interesting about these food items is it looks like when you use it, you just unlock the skin or the costume for this character. So I get this version of Mario, right? There was never, like, from the gameplay we've seen in the Nintendo Treehouse, it doesn't look like you unlock every single character's this costume version. You know, it seems like it's just for this character, and that seems like, if that's true, would be a great way to incentivize people to actually use every single character to 100% the game, because in previous games there was never really an incentive to use all the characters besides your favorite one, and there are a lot of characters, so this is going to take a while to 100%. But yeah, going around free roam mode, you're definitely going to be able to get these food items all the time. So I'm glad this isn't going to be like a very tedious part of the game. And you're probably going to be able to unlock this just during regular play as well, even if you don't want to do free roam too much. All right, now this is a charge jump, not a ground trick. Honestly, this is a way better description of what's going on. I actually thought about if I were to name it charge trick, but I just don't like just saying charge trick. Just to say that a lot. It doesn't feel right. It feels really awkward to say. And charge jump is like, you know, it's all right. This is probably better than ground trick. I'm gonna just call it charge jump from now on. I see no downside to that, and it is the Nintendo official name for it. And look, you could use it to get to so many places. Wait, was that a charge jump? Or is this just regular wall grinding into a trick? It's probably regular wall grinding, but look, Rosalina got so high up there. And yeah, it looks like every single wall pretty much is going to be grindable. Baby Mario, you suck. Why didn't you just, you can still grind, right? You're intentionally jumping off early. And it looks like you can pretty much just grind on any wall. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as there's a wall, you can go there. Which is a totally different way of thinking. I know, like, when I first start playing this game, I'm going to miss so many of these just because I don't even try it. But, yeah, rewind is crazy. But, yeah, like, Baby Mario should definitely have tricked later there. You trick right here. Go, do it. Yes. Okay, and then there is item boxes and a boost panel and coins there at the end. This is great. I'm so excited to explore a lot of these alternate paths. Look, you can come up here. You can go on the left there as well. Grind rails. I'm pretty sure you could probably go up there too. Maybe not to the side over there. Oh yeah, so like I'm just looking around and I can't stop seeing alternate paths. Even on a track as simple as Mario Bros. Circuit, like there are still grind rails and walls and shortcuts. I'm so excited for Rewind. Oh man, I remember practicing the Mute City shortcut in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is one of the most punishing ones to practice because you cannot go backwards. You just have to drive an entire lap every time you want to try it again. And it's one of the hardest shortcuts in the game. Like, it is so unforgiving to get good at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sometimes. And yeah, I'm happy that there's going to be rewinding in free roam mode in Mario Kart World. That is something we've been long waiting for, either save states or rewinding, and we actually got it. That is nuts. That is not something you'd think Nintendo would put in a game. But you know what? I guess rewinding really makes sense because if they want you to take pictures in free roam, then rewinding is really, really going to help with that. They probably don't even care that you can learn shortcuts better with this. They just want you to get nice pictures, share it with your friends, and then give them FOMO for not playing Mario Kart with you, and then they will go spend their $450 plus $80 buying the game and the Switch 2. Now, something I'm excited for in free roam mode that they really didn't show us here, and I was hoping they'd show us more, but, you know, maybe there's going to be more Nintendo presentations. I wanted to see more of the bosses. Like right here, I was hoping we would see that huge sea monster that we saw in the treehouse, and like sand monster. Where are they? I want to see them. Like, does it not make sense as a business move to show them here? Because I feel like that would get people so excited for the game. And so missions, this is great. This is so obvious. There should have always been a better single player mode in Mario Kart. But yeah, we finally got it. And this is going to help you explore too, right? It's like setting you on paths. Nintendo is really, really good at designing games when it comes to this aspect of it. So I'm so confident that this is really going to be fun, even though this mode is definitely not exactly what I look for in a Mario Kart game. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this, just maybe like for once or twice. But however, I really wanted to see more of the bosses because I know that's going to get a lot of people excited that are not necessarily the same group as the people who just want to explore for exploring's sake. Because we already know you can explore. Show us all the crazy stuff you can do. We just got a little glimpse of mission. Now in free roam mode with the P-switches, you can actually see there's more in the distance. I don't see any other besides just that one and this one. And then once you hit this one, then the one in the distance there gets hit as well. I guess it just gets deactivated. Like you can't activate two P-switches at once and like do two missions basically. But yeah, that is going to be hopefully all over the place, and then that means you'll be able to do a ton of stuff in free roam that isn't just exploring for exploring's sake, because I know like a lot of people are excited for that, but I know that's not for everyone. Now, these tires are wacky. I'm sure like with this and the skis, there's going to be some sort of traction stat. And then we just collected a Peach medallion. So at this point, we don't know what this does. If it's just for collection or if it's some sort of currency you can use to trade for stuff. And then here there is a question mark block, another P block. You activated a question mark panel. You get a little achievement for this. I don't even know what that does. But then later on, when you're looking at the world map here, you can actually see at the bottom. Oh, sorry, the YouTube player is covering it. But you can see there's how many P blocks, how many question mark blocks, and how many Peach medallions. So you really do have something to work for in the open world. It's not just free roam to explore. Like, there's actually stuff to do, and I'm excited about that. Now, I think this photo mode is such a good addition. And if you watch me for my competitive videos and, you're similarly minded, you're not going to care that much about this, let's be honest. But this is so good. Like, most Mario Kart players are very casual, and I'm really excited for this, especially that you can take pictures with your friends. But just think about how much time some people are going to put into exploring the world so that they can find just the right place to take a picture with their favorite character in their favorite pose. And even with your friends, that's going to be a really funny thing to try and coordinate. Like, everyone pose at once and someone just can't do it right. When you play online now, there are 3 different modes: race, knockout, and battle. And it looks like you're gonna have VR for each, or well, I guess not VR, like RR, like VR stands for versus rating. So I guess that this would be like race rating. That'd probably be versus rating. And then knockout rating and battle rating. And that's so interesting because knockout and versus are counted as like 2 different skill categories. Now, I really hope Nintendo does a better job at making the VR actually representative of your skill, but knowing Nintendo, they're going to want to make sure that your number keeps going up as you keep playing. So we're probably going to need a whole competitive matchmaking rating MMR system in order to properly define everybody's skill. But I wonder if we will separate it by knockout and versus, because I feel like that requires very similar skills. I'm just really hoping for 200cc though, which we have not seen yet, but it's still possible it makes it into this game because the game can be updated, and Mario Kart 8 originally did not have 200, but then got it in a future update. Wow, play with friends online. What a brutal way for Toad to get friend zoned. Okay, I totally forgot to mention this. This sort of minimap for free roam is perfect. I'm so glad, because otherwise, how are you going to find where you're going? I'm so happy for this, and I love that you don't have to manually go everywhere you want to go. You can actually open a map and just teleport to wherever you want to go. And look, you can just see where your friends are located. That is amazing. I want to know though, how many friends can you see on the map at once, and in what way do you have to be connected? Can you just be friends and then it'll show up? Because if you just have to be friends with them, then anytime, I don't know, if Troy is online or Rod is online or JP Giver is online, I can just go hang out with them? Really? Just go crash their stream? That'll be awesome. Now, this is something I know for a fact. Look at the way the golden mushroom gets used. It looks really bouncy. A lot of the physics in this game look really, really bouncy. And I know a lot of people have been saying that they don't like it and it looks super duper weird. But I also know that once everyone plays this game for a few months and goes back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they're going to be like, wow, why do all the characters look so dead and not animated? I just know, this happens every single game. If you don't think it's going to happen, just wait. Just wait a few months. You'll know I'm right. Now, this here is giving me traumatic memories of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Watch this Yoshi miss the trick. Why? Okay, so maybe it's not a trickable region, but then Nintendo, why are you showing us a Yoshi try to trick off of this? And then look, it's stairs and it's a little bit bumpy, and this is probably not coded as a ramp. It's probably coded as actual stairs, and that is such bad game design because we've seen what that does in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it just makes your tricks not come out sometimes, and it's so annoying. I really hope that if that's how it's actually coded and it's trickable and they just miss the trick, I hope we complain enough that Nintendo patches this. Because remember, we are in the modern gaming era. Games can be patched if we yell loud enough. Now here, in this shot, there is a Peach medallion in the background, but it's not gold. And I wonder if that's a special one or if it does something different, or maybe it's just one you've already collected. So yeah, something to look out for, but probably nothing special. Now, somehow, we've seen this in the trailer such a long time ago. We still don't know exactly what this thing is. Are you controlling this? You probably are controlling this. Is this only in free roam mode? And what does this do? It just knocks over everything? I'm so confused. Why are we in this thing? What does it do? Whatever, I'm probably not buying this thing. So yeah, only 15 minutes. I don't know what I expected. We barely learned anything new in that, but we did learn some new stuff. I'm glad we can see new missions now, you know? And let me know what is the thing you're most excited for coming up in Mario Kart World.